it means?
I've got a clue, no.
So you're...
What about our kids, Brian? What about our kids?
What about your kids?
Explain why they've all got bowel disorders.
No, I can't. They haven't all got bowel disorders. All what kids?
70%.
70% of what?
70% of our autistic kids.
Hang on. You're saying that 70% of autistic children have bowel disease?
70% of our children.
Who's our?
With autism.
Parents.
Your parents here.
No, but so 70% of parents here today, their children have bowel disease. Well, why couldn't Wakefield find any children with
They
bowel
also have seizures.
They didn't have bowel disease.
They also have
They didn't have bowel
behavioural
disease.
problems.
They didn't have bowel disease. Have you been in the hearing? I've sat through 12 weeks, right? Those children didn't have bowel disease.
Brian.
Well, I don't know if you want to show. You want to talk to me about your case?
This is bowel disease, Brian. This is what it looks like.
No, that's an X-ray.
That's an impacted bowel. That is
Oh, an impacted bowel is not bowel disease. That's constipation.
Oh,
That's what the doctor
the diagnosis is bowel disease.
Whose diagnosis?
The gastroenterologist's diagnosis.
That is not bowel disease.
I've got a diagnosis of
From
bowel
whom?
disease.
From whom?
Gastroenterologist. I'm not telling you what
What are the viral free?
Brian.
Look at that picture, Brian. Look at that boy's bowel, Brian.
That is not bowel disease.
That's a dear. Look at that.
That's not bowel disease.
That's bowel disease.
That's diarrhea.
That's bowel disease.
That's diarrhea.
That's causes inflammation.
Diarrhea is
These
caused by
children
enormous
have
numbers of things.
inflammation.
You should have come to the hearing and you would have heard the medical
We
evidence.
don't have to come to the hearing.
What, you already
Our
know.
children are sick every day.
These children?
Every day.
These children?
Where
are your children, Brian?
They sit on the toilet for an hour every day.
You should look at
trying
what the
to have a
government has
bowel
said.
movement.
Yeah, I've read it actually.
See, what you do is you spread around these stories
Now what you do is
Which
create
aren't
spin it round.
and you mislead other parents
We've actually got
and
test results
actually
to prove it.
victimise them.
We've got test results to prove
You're
it
actually victimising the parents of children
making a fool of
who
yourself,
don't
mate.
need to be victimised. You should try and get the actual American government statement on this and not spread these untruths.
No, it's true. We've got test results.
The tide's turning, Brian.
What you're involved in is just a festival of fabrication.
A bit like that is in Navy.
Well, no, perhaps if you come and listen to the hearing
Well, yeah.
and heard the evidence, you
know the evidence.
But you see, your ears are closed, aren't they?
Brian, do you realise you've staked your professional reputation on what the GMC decides?
No, I
Isn't that a bit of a risk?
No.
But if they decide that
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. If the General Medical Council approaches a journalist and says, you've published this material, would you supply us with any evidence you've got, any documents you have, any material? Does that journalist have a... Let me ask you the question. Does that journalist have a responsibility, a public duty, to give them that material or not? Of course. And I did. So have I done something wrong? No, not at all. So I haven't done something wrong. So what's all this abuse of me? What's all this abuse? Posters being held up abusing me? Threats to me?
No, I haven't organised any of that. I'm just asking.
So where's my duty if the General Medical Council of the United Kingdom comes to a journalist and says, you have supplied... Well, so have I? So you're saying that it was my public duty to supply my findings on request from the GMC to them. So why are these groups then publishing these outrageous lies about me, saying that I'm working for the drug industry? Who's paying you? There was some placard out here today saying something about who's pulling your strings or something, and all this kind of stuff. There's some dribbling idiot you've got with you, a guy called Walker, an absolute dribbling idiot, publishing material suggesting that I'm in a conspiracy.
With inflammation of the bowel.
I'm in a conspiracy with the government and the drug industry.
Children aren't going to disappear.
Inflicting injuries on children.
That's our problem, Brian.
Look at that.
Against me. That's the allegation against me.
I don't think there is a conspiracy. I don't think
That's
there is a cover-up.
well, why are you involved with this cry-shame organisation that is publishing these outrageous lies that there's a conspiracy and I'm being paid by drug companies to fabricate evidence with the government and God knows what else? Well, then you should get onto these people and say, why are you publishing this stuff?
I'm more concerned to get to the truth as to what's happened to the children like
well, then you
myself.
should come to the hearings and hear.
What
about the children?
12 weeks of evidence. showing that these children, I don't know which children are which, but the children that
1 in 100, Brian.
did not have an inflammatory bowel disease.
12 children.
They did not have an
Do you care
inflammatory
about
bowel
the 1 in
disease.
100 children, Brian?
Ask Isabella Thomas, is she here? Is Isabella here? Ask Mrs. Thomas whether her 2 children have got regressive autism. Ask her whether they've got inflammatory bowel disease. Ask her.
My children.
No, well, let's just deal with that. That's what they're dealing with. I'm not going to get involved in 10 years of...
I think you focused on the wrong issue. You focused on the 1998 paper.